This review is about my recent girls' mom's trip to Cartagena. It's going to be kind of a mixed bag because, you know, I pride myself on telling you guys the truth, to be very honest with you about my experiences. If I think that the trip was of value or not, I talk about the food. I talk about every aspect. You guys know that. And I believe that you're here because you trust that I'm going to tell you the truth. But this is kind of a mixed bag, mainly because it was presented to me. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, well, we'll go. I never even looked into the details. Okay, I saw the things that were being offered and I was like, oh, okay, it's a little pricey, but you know, I'm gonna give it a try. You only live once, right? Okay guys, so we're going to get into everything from the airline to the accommodations to the food, the excursions, entertainment, just everything. We're going to touch on everything. But I would be remiss if I didn't say I did not initially do my research on this trip. Like I said, I did my research the 2 days before the trip because I wanted to verify the accommodations because I always sign up with the Safe Travel Enrollment Program whenever I'm traveling out of the country. So I needed the address to let them know exactly where I would be staying during my time there in Colombia. When I started looking it up, I started seeing deals come up. But I'm like, it's money spent now. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm going to go and hopefully, you know, it's going to be all of that. It was $2,700 per person to share a bed. Now, yeah, I know it's a lot. I am trying to be as eloquent about this as I can. You know, you only have one time to make a first impression. And guys, I'm just saying, I wasn't pleased. I'm not going to talk about anybody else's take on this. I'm just talking about my own experience. I mean, I just feel like I paid far too much. But you know, it's water under the bridge now. So let's talk about the accommodations. Now, this is like a boutique style hotel or Airbnb. I don't know how it would be classified, but when I found it online, it was listed as a hotel. And it comes with breakfast daily. And I'll put the pictures up. I never had breakfast there. So, I mean, other people shared the pictures with me. So I'll put the breakfast up. I'm not really a breakfast person. Never have been. It's not my thing. We did have a chef the first night, the second day on the yacht, as well as the last night. And I'll put his information up. This is his Instagram. He was very hospitable. I enjoyed his food. You know, I'll give him his big ups. And if you guys are trying to plan something, I'm no longer a travel agent, although I used to be a travel agent. But if you guys need some information on planning, whatever, I could possibly help you out and get you a good deal. Because I'm all about saving money. I travel monthly. Almost monthly, several times a year. If I was only able to afford one big trip once a year and this was it, I would have been disappointed. That's just my opinion. I would have been disappointed. But let's talk about the accommodations. I'm getting off track. within walking distance to nightclubs, restaurants, stores, money exchange, just everything. Everything was in walking distance, which was wonderful. Y'all, it is about midnight and they are still out here. And a still walk. Over here, a still walk. Oh, see.
I'm the one that up to score with him. Walking down whole time, I know he got some hoe in him. Hold on him, extortion. They tell me shit, the only one that get your hand down. That fuck em up. Pase lo que pase, nadie le doy los sonidos de la vez. Eres de Jamaica, Miami, Nueva York. Beautiful Queen como Charlie Theron, Cartagena, welcome. Dale, dale, dance, yeah. Ando con la reina, parece vinera como de Palenque. Barbie the Queen, Barbie the Chocolate, Beautiful Queen. Cartagena, welcome. Ella security, la ven tu bebé en Cartagena City. Alright, this is the most freestyle. Naki, Nicki Minaj, Oye Davis, Amazing Lou. Tu me niego tu welcome a Cartagena. La reina parece viniera como de Palenque. Rihanna, welcome Cartagena.
All right. Thank you. Security to the nightclub. They accompanied us to the club, stayed at the club, walked us back. Transportation from the airport back to the airport. We did not always have transportation to dinner. Now that was something that, you know, we had to pay for out of pocket. Okay, I wasn't clear on that. I thought if we had a Sprinter and we had someone that was taking us around, that would be, you know, they would be on call to do certain things like that. I was wrong. I felt like Erykah Badu. Every time I turned around, I had to reach down in my purse. Y'all. I'm just a type, it's like when I pay for a trip and I go, I don't want to have to keep coming out my pocket. Now I understand if I have to pay for some meals, I get that, but it was a lot. It was a lot for me. And people ask me if I would go back to Colombia. With this experience, I could say no, but you know, my girlfriend just came back. She had a wonderful time and she's ready to go back. So maybe I'll go back with her and pay a fraction of the price. I don't know. It's hard, guys. I just want to be honest with you. Now, the airline, my very first time going on Avianca airline, and it wasn't made clear to me that the weight on the bag, the carry-on bags was 22 pounds. Thank goodness. None of us got stopped for our bags. We were able to carry our bags on. Now just note, when you get off that plane in Colombia, you need to carry the bag down. And then when you're ready to go, you need to carry the bag back up to the aircraft. Keep that in mind. The food. Now, I enjoyed the food from the chef. I told you guys that. But I was really disappointed with the food in Colombia. Guess it was just my experience because some others enjoyed their food. I enjoyed the vegetarian quesadilla I had on the first night, which was like a little local place, a hole in the wall close by. I enjoyed that. It was very good. I enjoyed this shrimp pizza that I had. It really was made on a plantain, tostones, and shrimp and jalapeno. So, you know, I love that because I like spicy. And what else? I don't think I had anything else that I really enjoyed. I had the pizza twice and I had the quesadilla. Everything else was just, it was just okay. You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed the final dinner, which was sea bass. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the shrimp on the boat, on the yacht. I enjoyed the shrimp the first night. But everything that the chef made was fairly good, you know. That's why I wanted to give him a shout out. I really appreciate it. Those are some of the highlights for me. The day on the yacht, I was expecting to get off and, you know, go to the beach, and yeah, but that didn't happen. It was just a lot of things that logistically that did not work out for that trip. But anyway, these hot moms showed up and showed out. I have some footage that I put together. It's a compilation of photos that the photographer who was hired to do our photo shoots on the yacht, he provided these photos. I don't even have his name. I would like to give him a shout out. But I ended up making a little reel, a compilation of all these hot mamas who were on this yacht, and I'll throw it in for y'all. Here you go. I was looking so forward to the food at Morena. The drinks. It was an epic fail for me. I didn't enjoy any of it. We went to a restaurant called Candy. I don't know what that was I ordered, but it was supposed to be crab and shrimp, and it just looked like mush. I didn't like the consistency. It was, yeah, I was just having bad luck this whole entire trip. But I will say the food in the airport was good. I had some kind of cheese bread, guava cheese bread. That was good. Some of the ladies did the mud massage, the volcano. Now I walked up those steep stairs, and I walked down the rickety stairs with the loose arm rail. I went up there just to get footage. I was not about to get in that mud. I had mosquito bites that tore my legs up the night before, and I wasn't about to go get in there after I know I've been scratching my legs and possibly get some type of staph infection. Wasn't doing it. But I did get some footage of those who did, and they enjoyed it. But what they don't tell you about that daggone mud bath is that when you're done, there's no shower. And you got to get butt naked. The women, local women, help you strip down, take off everything to get the mud out of all the crevices. Yeah, there's some things I wish I knew. I'm pretty sure my sister wished she knew. You know, you can make a decision, make an informed decision if whether or not that's something that you want to do. Now, I was thinking in my mind, okay, well, obviously they're going to have showers. No. We went to Palenque. I think that's how you pronounce it. It was interesting. Very interesting.
Benko's Law, the leader, which is this guy, he escaped and come back to Cartagena in 1621. They catch it, they kill it, and they break it up in 5 different pieces and threw it in the road all the time, you know, on the way. That is the history about Benko's Law.
Y todo era Palenque, mamonacito, mamonacito, Palenque, pa' Palenque, yo me voy.
Guys,
Mueve su cadera en el rinconcito, baila bailanera como las palmeras, porque así se mueven todas las palenqueras, se mueve pa' aquí, hey, se mueve pa' allá, hey, esa palenquera, si sabe bailar, ia,
Es nuestra banda musical.
Condileza over here is the original musicians from Palenque.
Significa
Afro-Neto, director del grupo Milesa Mí. This plays the Palenque for Glory Rap. The fusion, the different rhythm, different sound. We rap, trap, Afrobeat, Amapiano, reggae music, and Palenque melodies, different instruments.
Y de ahí para el restaurante.
bueno, ya.
Natural medicine location we went to, that was cool. Oh, to learn that no one ever died from COVID there.
but we're gonna make the best of it, right? Thank you.
Bienvenida al espacio de medicina tradicional.
Welcome to the traditional space.
Ante todo me presento, mi nombre es Pedro Reyes Miranda.
Yo soy Inés Piro Reyes Miranda,
Mequiro,
traditional doctor in this community.
dentro de nuestra comunidad de San Basilio de Palenque, 0 muerte por COVID-19.
In this community, nobody passed away from COVID-19.
Bravo.
Bunga. Dentro de nuestra comunidad de San Basilio de Palenque, esta es la caña de mico.
This community is called Monkey Cane,
No sugar cake,
not sugar.
no sweet, es vire. Esto lo utilizamos para personas que son diabéticos.
That is it for diabetic people.
Humana,
Mana.
arriba,
Arriba,
abajo,
abajo,
al centro,
al centro,
y para adentro.
Adentro.
This little restaurant that we went to, I like the walkway, the artwork, everything was really, really cool. I like this setting, this ambiance.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Right. She says meat. Some people said they enjoyed their food. I don't know. I ate the rice and lentils, which is what I had. That fish was a bit scary to me. I didn't. Sorry. One of the young ladies, one of the moms, she's also a travel agent. She contacted some of her connects while we were there and got us out the house, took us to this bomb nightclub.
Back in that bag again. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Hey. Back in that, yeah. Tell them to watch it. Now I ain't talking my pockets. Just know we ain't running out the way that we stock it. If I got it, you got it. If I call it, she slide and tell her to mop it. Yeah.
Sometimes your credit card will get denied, even though these banks tell you you no longer have to let them know when you're going out the country because they have real-time tracking on these cards. Well, guess what? A lot of the cards got declined at the nightclub that night, including one of mine, my business card. So I called American Express and let them have it, honey. I let them have it. I said, this is so embarrassing. How can you decline my card? What if it was an emergency? It was just a lot. But we ended up having a good time in the nightclub. It was a time had. Lots of memories were made. I believe we made some friendships and we are staying in touch. Looking forward to seeing some of these moms again as I enjoyed their company. It was hot mom summer for real, y'all. All right, y'all. Well, thank you guys for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed this kind of weird review, but nonetheless, I had to tell it like it is, y'all. All right, until next time. Toodles.
Special and she reckless. MB, you're my bestest friend.